Hi, welcome to another episode of Amputee Outdoors. I'm your host Glenn, and today I'm going to try out my new Rowan Ventures Bugnet. Now, got an earlier video of their new Rowan Ventures 13 foot by 10 foot rainfly, which I'm absolutely crazy about, and I'm going to set that up tonight because it's not supposed to rain, but I'm going to try out the Bugnet, the rainfly, and everything else all together. Chances are it is going to rain. This is the Pacific Northwest. The weathermen here suffer from the problem of being in an area where they're almost doomed to be wrong half the time. So you always set up the rainfly. So I got the new Rowan Ventures Bugnet. I haven't used this before, haven't even opened it yet, right? And this is supposed to be larger and cover a wider and bigger area. So we're going to see how that goes. The bag, pretty small, presses down a bit more if I wanted to. And it comes with its own compression strap to do that. So you can really get it nice and small there, okay? Let's see what we got here. All right, first thing, they always include one of these carabiners here with a Bugnet here. Got your bottle opener there, 1/4 inch hex nut. Handy little thing. I'm just going to put that in my pocket down here. All right. You got some ridgeline looking material here. This is black and white. I don't think it's reflective. It doesn't look reflective. That's something to keep in mind, that you've got a non-reflective line laying around somewhere. And then we've got the Bugnet itself. And this, oh yeah, this is a pretty big Bugnet. Wow, this is huge. All right. Okay. So, basically, the hammock strap goes through one hole here, and wind's picking up on me a little bit. Out the other end, somewhere down here, you'll find that there's a hole that goes through. All right, so let me get started on setting this up, and then I'll show you all the details of how it looks, what the quality is, and things like that. All right, hang on for just a minute while we get things set up. All right, I've got it set up. Now, I want to be clear about this. I have not set it up the way it's supposed to be set up. And looking at it, there's some plastic tabs along the bottom, where you would attach those to this ridge line here. This ridge line isn't quite far long enough to get from tree to tree, but that's okay. I mean, I've got other line that I can use. But what I've done is actually rigged it up on the ridge line of my hammock itself. One other thing, I also turned it inside out. So those plastic tabs are actually on the inside. What that also means is that the little bag that it's attached to, that it comes in, is also on the inside, so I've got an extra little bag for storage in there, okay? One of the tabs I found was broken, snapped off. I'm not sure when that happened or how that happened. That's one of the things I found. It may have happened when I was setting it up, it may have arrived that way, I don't know, I'm not sure, okay? But let me bring you in close and show you what I've got here. I'm liking this, this is pretty good. For the summertime, this would be perfect. Here in the wintertime, in the Pacific Northwest, not such a big deal. But definitely in the summertime, this would be a great thing. All right, hang on, I'm going to bring the camera in close. All right, so what I've done, I have strung my ridge line through here, and these little guys here shove the whole hammock through that hole, through the other side, and then just cinch this up right here to make it nice and tight up there so that the bugs can't get in, okay? This mesh is pretty good. This would stop just about everything that we'd get around here in the Pacific Northwest. Down south, I hear you have these things that are even smaller. I'm not sure if this would stop those, but this would work more than adequate for what I've got around here. This is the broken tab right there. The non-broken ones look like this. So like I said, I'm not sure when that happened. It happened sometime. As you can see, the tabs are on the inside, not on the outside where they're supposed to be. And, in fact, I think I've got this whole thing upside down. But, you know, I just tend to put things together how I see fit. It didn't come with an instruction manual. So I just kind of winged it and figured it out for myself. Now, to be fair, I am perfectly confident that if I had contacted Josh Roman at Roman Ventures and asked for instructions, he would have given me step-by-step instructions. And I would have been able to put this thing together exactly how it's supposed to be. But where's the fun in that? I'm going to get some instructions from Roman Ventures anyway, just to make sure I do set it up correctly next time. But I wanted to wing it and see how this handles kind of my DIY setup and my DIY mentality when it comes to hammocks. So, as you can see, this is the storage bag that it came in, and with the way I've got it inside out, the storage bag is on the inside now, so I've got an extra storage bag that I can use. The quality of the material is pretty good. The stitching is pretty good. Standard zipper. It's not a heavy-duty zipper or anything, but Bugnets aren't really intended to be heavy-duty so much, but it's still a good zipper. And an extra fold of material went over here. There's a little excess material. Maybe this could have been stitched over under the zipper just to clean it up, but it doesn't need to be done. All right, let me just pan this back out a little bit so you can get a better view, and then we'll go inside the hammock and see how it looks, okay? All right, so we're in the hammock, all set up. What's nice about this Bugnet, and this is the same thing with the other Bugnet, I bought it from Roman Ventures, is you can see through there very easily. It's not kind of a blacking out of the view. One of the things that's important about external, not built-in Bugnets, is that they have enough room for all your stuff kind of hanging over the edges. So I've got my boot bag here attached to my ridgeline, and in it I've got my prosthetic and my boot there on the end, and my other boot in that bag there. And there's plenty of room for that. And oh, it's starting to rain. It is, it's starting to rain. Weatherman said there was going to be no rain today. Oh well. So anyway, I'm probably going to have to cut this a little bit short. But it's fitted quite nicely. The nice thing about the Roman Ventures Bugnets is they are complete coverage, top, sides, and bottom. So you're not going to get those bugs biting you through the bottom of your hammock. And it is very roomy. I've got room that I can push out on either side. And I can move around without worrying about straining or stressing the Bugnet at all. Right? Yeah, that is pretty good. This would be a really good summertime kind of Bugnet, and it works really well with my DIY pseudo spreader bar kind of setup with my hammock. I like that. It's larger. Weighs a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm not worried about ultralight stuff so much. Yeah, this is pretty good. A little close-up of that stitching there. Pretty standard stitching. Like I said, Bugnets don't have to be too durable, but they just need to be well made. And that's what it looks like I've got here, is a pretty well made Bugnet. Alright, well it's starting to rain, so I probably better wrap this up. Alright, so that's the Roman Ventures Bugnet that's available on Amazon. It might be available in some other outlets as well, I'm not sure, but I found it on Amazon where I find most everything these days. I like this. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I would give it a full 5, but I did have that broken clip there. So either it came that way or it broke, in which case if it broke here, then it's perhaps not the best quality of material. So that's something to think about. The setup I found actually fairly easy, even though I was kind of winging it. I was doing my own thing, my own design, my own layout, but I found it actually pretty easy to get that set up. I prefer external Bugnets like this rather than hammocks with built-in Bugnets, because not always do I want a Bugnet or need one, okay? With this, I can say, well, look, I know where I'm going and where I'm going, and bugs aren't going to be an issue. And if they are, a little bit of bug spray I'm taking care of. In some cases, okay, I know where we're going, and wow, there's going to be bugs everywhere. So yeah, we're packing this, right? So I can bring it if I want to. I don't have to if I don't. And that's why I like these external ones. I would recommend this if you've in need of a Bugnet, especially the ones that go all the way around underneath the hammock as well. this is a good option for you. Fairly affordable too, really. And of course, it's made in America, so hey, that's always a good thing. All right, if this has been a useful review for you, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It will be in one of these corners down here. And if you've got any questions or comments or suggestions, or if you've got videos of your own that you've done Roman Ventures Bugnet for, let me know about them. I want to see those, okay? All right, so as always, I hope to see you out on the trails, enjoying nature, even if the weatherman didn't get it right and it's raining sometimes. See you out there.